Oh, do you think there's like photographic evidence? Like, do you think he documented where the poop hit him?
That's a good question.
And like, how does that work? You know, is it? I guess you're in the bathroom. Like, was he in the bathroom trying to take a piss, and then just feels like shit on the back of his neck? You know, like, and it's like, how is the feces thrown? Does the person shit in their hand and then throw it from their
Or
hand? Is
reach
the
into
person
the toilet?
Does the person reach into the toilet? Does the person have toilet paper bunched up in their hand and then poop in the toilet paper and then throw that?
That would be wasteful. I feel like toilet paper is like a hot commodity in a prison like
Oh,
that.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
But I also think if you want to get any kind of accuracy, you got to form it into a little snowball. You know, you can't just take shit and I guess if it's
Or
solid.
what if it's like
I
a
don't
pot?
think you're reaching into the toilet for it, because then when you throw it, the drips are gonna hit you.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's another layer to this story, Rob, that you haven't touched, which is that it got real
A
serious.
poop player?
Well, one of the guys worked in the cafeteria, and he was forming his shit into icicles, and then he shanked John Schafer with the shitsicle. It's very dangerous. You're making light of it just because it's a little poop, whatever.
A shit shank.
Yes, you can die. Those things are sharp.
A shitank.
And then it melts, and it's like the murder weapon's gone. It's a perfect crime.
It's a stank shank.
And now, like with the urine throwing, is that in a cup? Is the person just pissing directly on him? And also, when are they doing this? I guess, like, when was he in general population, as the kids say?
I'm with you, Rob. I think his story sounds inconsistent. I think he's making it up for sympathy.
It's a false flag fecal attack.
Yes.
Oh.
So again, I really do want to thank John Schafer so much. He's provided months and months. This is now 7 months of endless, wonderful content about what a complete idiot he is.
Yeah. He's just like, all right, it's bad enough to have like that kind of warped ideology.
Yeah.
But then like he's like half in it. He's like 40% in it. He thought he could just go to this thing.
His ideology is like turtling.
Yes.
Well, I think that's what to me, that's like the irony in all of this is he spent years building up this persona of being this constitutionalist, being this badass, being this don't tread on me motherfucker. And the exact moment that he got the littlest bit of resistance, a lot of resistance, he completely just rolls over and is like, I'll work with the feds.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
It'd be like 90% of these guys are probably exactly the same as that.
Yeah.
You got your hardcore, like fucking all in militia guys and stuff, but like most of these guys will fold like a little flower.
Yeah. It's just role play. It's like, weekend dress up, and you get your toys from the gun shop, and you
LARPing.
run around. Yeah, exactly.
You get your little antlers from the party city.
And your bear spray.
And did we talk about how he was pepper sprayed on the way out?
No.
Of the bathroom or of the Capitol?
From the fecal attack?
Of the Capitol. Of the Capitol.
I don't
know. How do I know? They're throwing everything else at him.
Well, I guess it might have been let me read the full federal. This is how the federal government described.
Robert, it's pronounced fecal.
This is how the fecal government described Schafer's
Shakletown was involved in this?
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Not a total surprise.
Is he in jail? Sorry, Rob. I'm making a joke. Go ahead.
At approximately 2:40 p.m., as legislators and their staff were being evacuated to secure locations, Schafer, still wearing his Oath Keeper's hat and tactical vest.
Tactical. It's so funny.
Still carrying on his person bear spray, positioned himself at the front of a large mob that broke open the Capitol building doors, being guarded by 4 Capitol police wearing riot gear. That's a long run-on sentence. Yeah. Schafer was among the first 6 individuals to push past the damaged doors into the building, forcing officers to retreat. As the mob swelled inside and officers were being assaulted, Schafer and other members of the mob continued to advance while aggressively gesturing. Aggressively gesturing is a funny Same as me. While aggressively gesturing toward a row of 5 to 6 backpedaling officers trying to maintain a security line in front of them. The officers' effort quickly failed as Schafer and the rest of the mob overwhelmed the officers, who ultimately deployed a chemical irritant to disperse the mob. Schafer was among those who were sprayed in the face by the irritant. He thereafter exited the building with his unholstered bear spray now in hand through the same doors he had entered approximately 9 minutes earlier. When Schafer unlawfully entered the Capitol building, he was aware that the joint session to certify the Electoral College results had commenced.
Rob, have you had a joint session today?
Not at the Capitol building.
Oh.
Wearing a tactical vest and armed with bear spray, Schafer unlawfully entered the building with the purpose of influencing, affecting, and retaliating against the conduct of government by stopping or delaying the congressional proceeding by intimidation or coercion. Schafer admits that his belief that the electoral colleges were fraudulent is not legal justification for unlawfully entering the Capitol building and using intimidation to influence, stop, or delay congressional proceedings. Oh, okay, so. Oh, amazing. And so we mentioned, I think we might have mentioned this because we talked about how he has to now turn over all of his firearms and explosive devices. He can no longer own any guns, or basically he can't travel unless he can only travel within the U.S. and he has to give notice. He can't go to DC unless there's a court hearing.
Ironically, the explosive devices are what was being leveled at him in the jail.
And he had to